I was born 27 weeks, which affected the tissue behind my eyes. I'd have detached retinas, my left eye being completely useless. My right eye is enough to get round with, but isn't overly great. I was doing nothing with my time at all. There was no letters in the post, no phone calls, no nothing, just as if there was no one out there who cared.
Well, I was about 64 when mine first started. I had a vertigo at the time, lying on a settee, and I sat up and then I went blind in one eye in a few seconds. It was a hemorrhage. They just couldn't do anything for it. Devastated. I kept bumping into everything, and it's just, you've just got to sort of pull yourself together and try and work through it.
I was told there was nothing they could do about losing my sight. I was devastated. Depressed, devastated. Didn't know how I was going to cope. I couldn't get people to understand that I was losing my sight. Because I look well, look as though there's nothing wrong with this. My son said, "Don't go out, Mum, you can't go out anymore." That's all he had to say to us. My life has ended, I've got to sit in the house all the time.
Sight loss can affect any of us, at any time. As sight disappears, so too can confidence, leaving people worried, isolated, lonely. But at Sight Service, we believe that no one should have to face sight loss alone. There is help. Sight Service is an organisation that helps people living with sight loss in our region. We can offer vital support, including vision assessment, rehabilitation and specialist equipment and advice. But more than that, we can offer the friendship and support of thousands of people in the area who also live with sight loss. With regular meetings and social activities, Sight Service can help rebuild confidence and rebuild lives. With trained health and social care experts, peer support, and a network of volunteers, Sight Service is an organisation that's big enough to cope, but small enough to care.
Got referred through the RNIB to Sight Service. They come out, did an assessment of my home, see how things were, how I was coping, things like that.
Rehab, they've taken us out, shown us the safest places to cross the road. They've given me a lot of help.
I'm pleased I got involved with Sight Service. It kind of helped us find a job, so they've helped loads, so they've supported us that way, really.
Every week we get more people in, not only to learn how to cope with their loss of sight, but also for the social thing.
They had the people around about my age, pretty young group, and they did all sorts of different activities, things like quad biking, like days out, going to the cinema, going to trips afield as far as Scotland.
Bowling, ice skating, and also doing residential weekends, like doing outward bound activities like gorge walking, abseiling and canoeing and that.
I was 79, I think, going on 80, when I learned how to paint.
Well, to help everyone that's in this situation, being blind and that, and you get some real good people that go there and help you, and if you want to go out, they have volunteers to take you out.
There is support out there. It's not being scared of approaching them, not being scared of the disability being a barrier. So I would say to give it a go, and they will most definitely help you.
These people actually care, they want to help. It is amazing, the impact Sight Service has had.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
Providing this level of help costs money. As a registered charity, Sight Service receives support from local authorities, the NHS and charitable trusts. Much of our valuable work is carried out by volunteers, but in order to carry on helping people, we need donations. However large or small, any offer of support is gratefully received. Please help us to help them.